Hi, this is Linda Barnhart, and welcome to my studio. And we're going to do the portion of my studio that's for encaustics. So encaustics is, here's my hot plate. That's hot wax. It's a little bit challenging, as you can see. I've already knocked something down because you got to keep your brushes hot too, or they don't do anything. Encaustics has beeswax and resin that make it, the resin makes it hard when it's cool. So this hot plate heats, you have to wait until it's hot enough, which is just about under 200 degrees. I'm working on this cat, which I've already started, and I'll show you. I see I've taken the wax, and it cools immediately, so immediately you have to heat it again if you want it to move around. So I'll just show you a little bit of and the cool thing is they have these pigmented sticks like this that you just put on here and go like this, and they're hot. So you can make them yourself. You can use pigment with the plain beeswax. This is clear beeswax and resin. You still use that a lot, but this is for the hot wax. Okay, I'm just going to put a little more color in there, maybe a little bit here. Alright, this is just a quick, now this is a heat gun. Typically I use a torch, but for this part I'm just going to use the heat gun. And they'll start moving it, and when it starts to get shiny, see it moves it, and it kind of has a mind of its own. That's what makes it a little bit challenging, or a little bit abstract. That's kind of what I love about it. Alright, I'm going to show the other part that is really the exciting part. Alright, this is shellac, and so we put a little bit of shellac. See, I've already done it here where you can see it's kind of mottled looking. See what up here needs, actually it needs to be heated. It hasn't been heated yet. So I'm going to try a little bit of, I just want to show you what happens when you add the alcohol inks. And okay, we need to close this because we're getting ready to use fire. Alright. Are you seeing it on? I don't know if that's going to show up or not, but I've got it. I turned it down quite a bit. Alright, now. Can you see the fire? I hope you can see the fires coming off of it. I've scorched them before, and this is a new thing of shellac, so it burns pretty easily. My old one was done. Now see, this one is starting to do what I really wanted to do. This one didn't do it as much. I don't know if it wasn't melted enough under it. There we go. See what it does, which is really fun. Okay. This obviously works a whole lot faster than the blowgun, but sometimes you just want to be more controlled. Oops. Now see how that is? I did this a little bit yesterday, and there's some varnish on there, and I like the way what it's doing. I mean shellac, not varnish. Okay, and the cool thing is, if you make a mistake, it's so easy to fix. You just put more wax on it, or you remove it, one of the two. And I use pottery tools if I can find one. Like these, and you can just scrape off something that maybe went where you didn't want it to. But usually I like what it's doing. Alright, now I'm going to put, obviously the eyes aren't done yet. I'm just putting clear in here because I don't want to use colored wax for this because the alcohol inks are much prettier color. So we're just going to use some of that. We want green eyes, but I don't want it over so I forget I need to do this too. Shellac. It's okay. That's my cameraman groaning. All right, he's being a good sport today. Okay. See how much prettier color that is. And I'll keep messing with it because I'm never satisfied on the first click. But I do like that color. That turned out pretty nice. And I didn't want it too bright green. So let's see what this does. This may be I'll have to start with it. Sometimes it overdoes what I want. That's not exactly what I wanted. But easy fix. Oh. Okay, you've seen basically how to do the encaustics. And whenever I do any art, I'm so conscious of what I'm doing, I'm not paying attention where I'm putting things. So it's always a challenge to refine them. But I can get all this off or cover it back up with wax, not a problem. And then just redo it where I'm happy with it. So all right, we're going to move over to cold wax. Cold wax is different because it's just what it says. It's cold. You don't have no heat involved. It looks like shortening, just like shortening. I don't know if there's resin. I don't think there's any resin. I think it's just beeswax. And I have another. Hold on. This is just beeswax that sometimes I add to the pigment over at the encaustics because I want a softer look to it. All right, for this is you use about half. It's totally different. The encaustics are shiny. This is very, very dull, and you use like about half oil, half cold wax, and it dries to extremely matte finish. The fun part is this is a painting I'm working on. I only started it yesterday, so it's got a long way to go, and it's usually done in layers. But you just kind of put it. You can put it on like this. You can scrape it. I love working with this because it's almost like palette knife painting, and it's just done in layers, and sometimes the mistake works, and my fingers are always on everything, no matter what I'm doing, even though it's not a good idea to have pigment on your skin. I try wearing gloves, and my hands sweat pretty badly. So, anyhow, you're seeing, and the cool thing about, well, I find it the cool thing about this is that you can take a roller to it and kind of smooth it out if you want, or make it more transparent. I'll show you another color, and then we'll be done with it. All right. I want you put it on with a palette knife. This is going to be a fire. But see, the colors are really cool. Okay, that's your intro to wax for the day. Thank you.